Are you currently dealing with a third party? Have you been looking at your specific person and then looking at someone else, a rival, an ex, or even just a distraction, and wondering why you have to fight for your spot? Have you been telling yourself, reminding yourself, and complaining to your friends and anyone who will listen that there is someone else in the way? Have you been checking their social media, looking for signs that they are together or signs that they are breaking up? Stop right there. I want you to look at me and realize that by acknowledging this person, you are being a blasphemer. You are telling me that the creator of the universe, which is your own imagination, has a rival. You have given another human being the power to stand between you and your throne. You have invited them to dinner, sat them at the head of the table, and now you are crying because they won't leave. You are looking at the world and saying, there is me, there is my person, and then there is this other. I tell you, there is only you. Everyone else is just a shadow you have cast. If you want them gone, stop shining your light on them. The wrong in your thinking right now is that you are practicing spiritual adultery. You are looking at the person you love, but in your mind, you are also looking at a rival. You are holding two images at once, and therefore you are divided. The third party is not a person. They are a mental state. They are a personification of your own feelings of insecurity, your fear of not being enough, or your belief that love is scarce. As long as you try to get rid of them, you are keeping them alive, because you cannot get rid of something without first making it real in your mind. You are fighting a ghost of your own making. What you see right now, the photos, the stories, the evidence of another person, is not the truth of the present. It is just a delayed past of what you thought about or were scared about days or weeks ago. It is an old energy finally showing up in physical form to be cleared out. You are looking at the mirror of life and seeing a third-party reflection, and you are trying to reach into the glass to move the reflection with your hands. It cannot be done. You must move yourself first, and then the reflection has no choice but to change. If Abdullah were standing here, he would stand with his back to you, refusing to even look at you until you stopped fidgeting with your phone. He would tell you that you are like a man standing in the rain, crying that he is thirsty. You are asking how to remove them, as if there is a physical wall to smash. But the wall is only in your mind. The only reason they exist in your reality is that you are currently a person who is being replaced. You have dressed yourself in the rags of the ignored, and you are offended that the world treats you like a beggar. You break the cycle by silencing the doubt within yourself. You do not remove a person by fighting them. You remove them by making them nothing. This is what we call the law of exclusion. You must become so self-absorbed in your own glory and your own union that the very idea of a third party becomes a joke you have forgotten. Stop the pruning of the garden. Stop searching for them. Stop checking for updates. Stop wondering what they are doing. Every second you spend thinking of the rival is a second you are stealing from your beloved. If you hear their name, you do not flinch. You don't even recognize it. You are the only choice. The door is slammed on the crowd. There is only room for two in your heart. Tonight, as you enter that state right before sleep, do not imagine winning or the other person leaving. That still acknowledges they exist. Instead, occupy a state where they never existed at all. Create a scene of singularity. Imagine your specific person looking you in the eyes and saying, I am so glad it's just us. I've never loved anyone the way I love you. Feel the exclusivity of that moment. Feel the relief, the luxury, and the absolute certainty that you are the only one in their world. Dwell in that presence until it feels more real than the shadows of the past. You must die to the state of being an option. You must walk as the person who is so obviously the only one that the idea of a rival is as absurd as a candle trying to compete with the sun. When you are totally consumed by the feeling of being the only one, the third party will simply fade out of the picture. They will lose interest. They will move away, or they will simply vanish from your experience because they have no place to stand in your consciousness. You do not need to lift a finger to push them out. You only need to lift your consciousness to a place where they have no reality. The command you make in your mind is instant. The delivery in the physical world is inevitable. You are the architect. You are the priority. You are manifest luxury. Stop reacting to the shadows and start being the sun that makes them vanish. A manifest luxury, and I'll see you in the next timeline. Bye.